Monday morning. Welcome back to another Latin Wealth Club podcast. We have a good one for you. This is your host, MP, and behind the scenes.
AZ.
And today, we're going to talk about pushing through, staying consistent, and not being a little bitch, okay? Today, we got a good one for you guys. We're going to talk about the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge and, being committed to your goals, whether that's life, relationship, business, just being committed to them and actually accomplishing something, not stopping halfway through the mission. You can't do that. You cannot do that, guys. If you're find yourself feeling comfortable, you're being a little bitch because you promised yourself to be that certain person at that certain date, right? Like speaking about the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge, you're promised yourself to be that person on day 60. So if you're taking a break on day 20, you're being a little bitch, okay? So, AZ, I know you're not doing the Latin Wealth Club podcast, but whenever you've set your mind on something, right, we both know you can't stop in the middle of the mission, right? What have you done to keep pushing through when you've determined to accomplish something?
So what do you mean? Just like anything that helps me get through to the end?
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think what we talked about from the last podcast, man, just understanding the
delayed gratification.
Yeah, exactly. Just knowing that at the end, the product's going to be a lot better.
Okay.
Well, especially for me, because, what I do a little bit more, just video stuff. So I know if I take my time and as long as I get through the hard stuff, the end product's going to be way better. And the delayed gratification is going to feel so much better. And
okay.
That just kind of helps me get through to the end, right?
But maybe we should talk about like the skills you form, right? Like why it's important to push through. What skills have you maybe acquired to yourself, to your personal self, to your life from pushing through? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when you're pushing through, right? Like whether you're tired, you're sore, right? Like let's just talk about the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge, okay? Whether you're tired, you're sore, or you have a party to go to, maybe it's going to mess with your schedule a little bit with your workouts. You can't let it, right? You have to find a way to continue working towards that goal, right? Because your priority is that goal. Your priority is who the fuck you will be on day 60, right? Well, you don't realize, right, when you're pushing through and you're pushing around these obstacles, right, to get to where you want to be, you're forging skills that the sheep will never have. Right, you're forging determination. You're forging consistency. You're forging confidence. Right, you're building up these skills within yourself for you to apply that to anything you do in life and become untouchable, bulletproof. Right, when it comes to reaching, setting and then reaching a goal. Right, visualizing, committing, and taking action. What do you think, AZ?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and what's funny about all of that? If you have a regular job, you kind of already do have a small proportion of that.
Of course.
Because even if you hate your job, you're getting through the week. You're showing up every day. No matter, even if you hate it, even if you dread it, you have that determination to get there.
You're building up the skills.
Exactly.
But what you need to realize is how can I transfer that skill into something to invest into myself,
exactly.
right? Something to exactly. More, instead of benefiting your boss, how can I use those skills to benefit myself, right? To improve myself, right? Mm-hmm. I understand, right, what you're going through sometimes when you feel like, damn, I have to get up today and do this, right? One thing as men, right, and I know there might be some female listeners, but as men, it's not about what we want to do, but what we have to do, right? And if you see life that way and you see goals like that, you become untouchable, right? Because what you're feeling, right, that feeling of, damn, I got to do this. Oh, let me just get it over with. That feeling, what you're going through is necessary. It is necessary to become the best version of yourself. It is necessary for you to become and have a bulletproof mindset with everything you put to your mind, right? Whether that's a goal, whether that's a mission, whatever it may be, right? These are the necessary steps it needs to take for you to build that skills, right? That pressure, that frustration that you feel by having to do what you have to do because you need to do it is something the sheep will never understand. The sheep that stay on their ass will never, ever go through that, and they will never, ever build those skills of determination, confidence, and consistency. Because they're just sitting on their ass. They're being fucking lazy fucks. But if you're making yourself suffer, if you're making yourself do the things you don't want to do, in the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge or in your goals, you're building the skills that the sheep will never have, right? That fire that you feel too, you know what I'm saying? You know how, when like on the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge, there might be days where you're like, damn, I don't want to go to the gym. But once you're in the gym and you're feeling pumped and you're over there working out and you're getting your pump in and you're like, hell yeah, I could go for more. That fire that you feel within yourself will make you into the person that you want to become. That fire is that momentum, right? And you don't want to lose momentum. You want to keep momentum and you want to capitalize off that momentum. And that momentum will also build your mindset, because your mindset is everything when it comes to goal setting, and mostly the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge. I mean, AZ, do you think I'm crazy for the Latin Wealth Club 60-day challenge? Or
absolutely. I think 30 days would have been better. No,
you're like, cut that thing on half.
Cut that shit in half, man. God damn. No. It's a different determination to go to the gym every day. I mean, you wake up, this guy's in the gym at 5 a.m., man.
When you see my stories, right, because I know sometimes I don't go at 5 a.m. because the gym doesn't open that early sometimes, right? Mostly on the weekends.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, I know, bro. I wish
expensive, man. Come on, wake up, man. Get somebody in there at 4. Like,
exactly, bro. And mostly on the weekends. Like, weekends for me are busy, so it's like I need to find.
You got to be there early,
right? Oh, perfect example, right? On weekends, I'm so busy with work. I need to find a way, whether in the afternoon, midday. I need to find a way because I'm determined for my 60-day challenge. I'm committed. You know what I'm saying? That word "committed" is like a serious word to me. Right. But I guess what I'm asking you is, when you see my stories, what are your first thoughts? Like, damn, this guy's really taking it serious? Or like, what do you think? Because, it's not just me. It's my girlfriend, too. We're in there every single day.
Honestly, bro, I had no doubt you were gonna go.
Oh, I appreciate that, bro.
If you met this guy in person, bro, you would know that this guy is fucking crazy. Sick in the head. Something's wrong with this guy. I don't know, bro. Something's wrong with this guy, man. But no, yeah, I mean, it's crazy. I'll wake up at 7 or whatever when I usually get up. And I'll see you 5 a.m. You're like, if you're snoozing, you're losing. I'm like, fuck, man.
Makes you feel kind of guilty or what?
No, but I try to go too, and you're right. It definitely feels good when you finally get in there, right? Especially
that fire that you feel, right? That momentum.
As soon as you get in there, you start getting that first workout, and you're like, all right, I'm glad I came.
Oh yeah. Do you get a little motivated by that snoozing and losing shit?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. Now I'm like, all right, yeah, maybe I should get that.
Maybe he's right. And a shout out to all the committed members actually not breaking the rules. I know, I know that not everyone's gonna do it. A lot of people were talking out of their ass. You know what I'm saying? It's natural human nature.
Sure.
Right. These skills, you don't get them naturally. You build them.
Yeah. You
build them, right? You find them. You build them. And a lot of people just will never have it, bro. You can't save them all. There's only a select few that will become alphas. And there's a select few, or the majority few, will become sheep. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Are you going to be a shepherd or are you going to be a sheep?
I like that. You choose. Better, I feel like.
What?
Shepherd and the sheep compared to, what do you call it? Like alpha and beta?
Alpha, beta? Yeah. Alpha male, beta male?
Yeah, it makes you feel like a little like, frat party,
you got alpha in you, bro. Don't trip. You gotta forge more of the skills, but you there.
Oh, yeah.
You there?
I know. But
don't get offended. Don't get offended.
No, I just don't like the term. It's just like, I don't know. It just makes me feel like, oh yeah, like, oh, you're a fucking alpha, you're beta, fucking pussy.
You're a beta, homie.
Yeah,
I'll eat you alive.
Yeah, you're about to like shotgun a bush or something, like a fucking beard. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, but breaking news, bro. Breaking news. Did you hear about the debt ceiling and how America is literally about to go fucking bankrupt?
Absolutely.
Right. This isn't bruising news.
Every 2 years we go bankrupt.
This isn't bruising news. But we have to talk about this, bro, because a deal was just reached, right? And it's just the beginning, right? We don't even know if it's going to go through, right?
Yeah.
So just to make this short and quick, just, to give that information out there, it's pretty urgent. That's why we're kind of mixing it in with the Motivation Monday today, because it's important news, bro. Because if we went into default...
Anybody who gets paid under the government is not getting paid.
Yeah, bro. If we go into default, that would be... serious issues, bro. We would our country would probably collapse.
Yeah, our credit score goes down.
Hey, bro. Hey, that means that our debt gets erased too, though. It's kind of cool, right? I guess. All right, so you got the Republicans right? Telling the Democrats, like, we got to go on a budget. We got to stop spending here. We got to stop spending there. And we shouldn't raise this debt ceiling, right? That's what they were pretty much fighting for. Mm-hmm. And you got the Democrats saying, nah, how about we just raise it so we can spend more money? Mm-hmm. In a nutshell, okay? Mm-hmm. So they finally struck a deal. I got the key takeaways. My source, I don't know what your source is, but my source that I'm going to be using today is NBC News, right? Pretty left-leaning news media, but hey, I like to see different types of sources, right? We got to talk about it. Sure. Okay, so what source do you have before we start?
Yahoo Finance.
Yahoo Finance. Okay, so I got a left-leaning media source, and then you got more of a business source, so that's more neutral. Yeah. So this is perfect, right? Because we're gonna get two different sides. Because obviously, when it comes to business, we could automatically assume they're gonna lean a little right. So
that's why I kind of like Yahoo Finance.
They're pretty neutral and everything.
They just kind of like they're like, oh, this guy said this. They said, you know.
But when it comes to money, they're not gonna bullshit you. So exactly. That's what I like. Key part. Exactly. So here in NBC, right, it says President Joe Biden, and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy, and their negotiators have reached an agreement, some type of agreement, right, to raise the debt ceiling. So they are going to end up raising it, well, as of what we know right now. And a familiar source with the agreement says that it's going to include 2-year appropriations deal and a 2-year debt limit extension, effectively resolving the issue until the 2024 election. So it seems like Joe Biden just doesn't want to deal with it, you know, because he doesn't even know if he's going to be president again. So he's kind of like, we'll push it through for the next president. Kind of seems like that, right? Because if they're pushing it through 2024.
Yeah, other stuff to deal with, man.
Now, the same agreement will include work requirements for federal aid like SNAP for Americans up to 54 and exceptions with homeless people and veterans. Look, I don't understand the exceptions with homeless people, though. Like, okay, the veterans, I understand they fought for freedom. They kept our country safe from communism, socialism, whatever you want to say, right? But the work requirements are also exceptions for homeless people. Okay, I understand if they have mental issue, but there's a lot of mentally ill individual homeless people that, you know, you could give the exception to. But there's a lot of people that choose to be homeless because of the aid. Of the federal aid. Like here in California, they get paid. You literally get paid to be homeless, dude. Literally. There's videos of people interviewing like, hey, why do you live in California? Why are you homeless in California? Oh, well, it's easy out here. I get like $600 a month and I get a free phone. Like, you know, hey, if you get it like that, some people are comfortable like that, you know? Some people are betas like that, you know? Anyways, the deal is still yet to be converted into legislative language and has to be both passed by the Republican-led House and the Democratic-controlled Senate. Republicans have demanded that any deal must cut federal spending. I agree with that. I mean, I think when it comes to finances and when you're in debt like that, you have to cut down on spending, bro. It's kind of like, logical, right? It's logic. But that's my personal opinion. You know, people are going to see it differently, right? But anyways, bro, what do you got for me? Because this is what I found.
No, man, I think it's pretty similar to everything. They talk about the,
Any difference?
Yeah, they talk a little bit about the military spending here. I don't know if
military spending. Yeah. I mean, I think we need military spending, bro. We got ops over here, cyber. Oh, did you hear about that? Next month's bruising is going to be good because China's attacking us with cyber attacks.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So I mean, that's why we need that
government, bro. We need that. Practice shots right now, man. They're just trying to see.
You think we won't get out of this decade without a war with China?
I think we're good, man.
You think we're good for a while?
I hope so. I really hope so. I'm trying to be, you know.
You're trying to put that positivity out there in the world? So. I'm not. You don't want that negativity in the universe?
We're prime time to get drafted. They're gonna train us for a couple months and then.
Oh, I'm already ready. You see me at the gym.
I'm going to Mexico. I'm not fighting for that shit. I mean,
you see me getting ready. I'm ready.
Bro, we're gonna get shit half across the country.
Nah, good, bro. Man. I think it'll be a civil war before we have a world war.
I don't think so.
I think we're really divided right now, bro. Unfortunately,
yeah. But that's the whole point of America, man. That's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, but at the same time, but
Congress
here's the thing:
is all bullshit, right? All the government stuff is a lot of bullshit most of the time. But it's kind of like, well, yeah, that's the whole point of America.
But we need checks and balances, bro.
Yeah, of
and
course.
I think the number one rule we need to stick to is finding common ground.
Yeah, I think the number one rule we have to stick to is not being able to get around any sort of normal laws within politicians. For example, if they try to get around a certain, they try to pass this bill a way they're not supposed to. They try to force it a different way. You can't allow that.
Oh, like the Restrictive Act, for example.
Yeah,
kind of like how the TikTok one, the one that you were going crazy about.
Oh no, but what about that one?
Like how you're saying, like how the scare was that the control, like how they'll give that law without proper context.
Yes, and then people will try to abuse it and manipulate certain things to get.
That's what I'm saying.
Way.
So like the Restrictive Act, for example, like it's a conspiracy theory, but it allows like a floodgate to happen.
Exactly. Yeah, and it's like, because I get it, people are motivated to pass their stuff, right? And that's fine. I mean, that's the whole point. People are very motivated to try to, but if you don't do it, go to the right way. At the end of the day, it hurts the overall politics of the government.
Well, it's like this right here, bro, with the debt ceiling. They couldn't even freaking find a deal until like almost last minute.
Yeah, and but dude, every 2 years this shit happens. Every 2 years this shit happens. But here's the thing,
bro. We can't be raising it. Yeah. There has to be a point where we have to cut it down, bro.
Yeah, and I think what one administration did was able to actually cut down a little bit of the...
I think was it Trump?
No, it wasn't Trump. It was...
Obama?
No, I think even the one before that. I don't even know who it was, but it was a
Bush?
president. Somebody did, yeah. Somebody was able to...
No, Bush had a...
It was either
because we went to war with Bush.
Before that.
Clinton.
Maybe.
Oh, yeah, Clinton. No.
Somebody
Clinton
had a surplus and they paid off
Clinton.
Some of that.
It was Bill Clinton. So it was Bill Clinton.
But it's also a different climate.
It was pedophile Bill Clinton. Oh, sorry. Did I say that too loud?
A little, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, look, they reached a deal. It still needs to be passed by the House and the Senate. At the end of the day, we're not going into default, which is a good thing.
No,
that is the key takeaway here. And just to give you guys breaking news and our personal opinion. But with that being said, stay motivated, stay dedicated, all money in, no money out, and don't be a little fucking bitch and pay the fee. Share this with a friend, give us a like, share, leave us a comment. And with that being said,
oye, disculpa la tardanza y los dolores de cabeza, ¿sabes? Agradezco tu paciencia y esta gran oportunidad. Dile, ya tú ves.